to 9. First, let's supersize a little bit.
1.
1, definitely.
1.
Yes, what changed? The shape changed, yes. 2. What changed? The color. And the number, yes. Okay, let's make sure there's shuffle.
6.
6. The number changed.
And the color. And the shape.
And the shape changed. Okay, Isaac said since we have 6, if we took 3 away, there would only be 3. Yeah, you just did a subtraction number sentence with this. Good. So he must see 3 and 3 when he sees 6. Raise your hand if you see it at 6 a different way. LJ, how do you see 6?
It's 2 and 2 and 2.
2 and 2 and 2. 3 times, yes. Adarian, how do you see 6?
6 and 0.
6 and 0. You just see it and say it. Good. How many different ways could we see
7.
7? Because it's a number plus one more way.
4 and 2.
So Jaden's seeing 4 and 2. Good. Supersize this card.
6.
Oh, what changed? The direction and the color. Yes.
4.
Ezekiel, this is the number 4.
The
Okay.
direction. The numbers.
Raise your hand and tell me how you see 8. Shane?
You have 4 on this side, 4 on this side.
And when you're same side, you're making a little hook right here. You're making a right angle, aren't you? So you must be counting this little guy and the side, and this little guy with that side. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, 4 and 4 do make 8. Good. Anyone see 8 a different way? Carrie, how do you see it?
3 and 3 and 2.
3 and 3, so that was 6 and 2. 7, 8. All right, how many?
7.
7. Tell me how you see 7, Ezekiel.
6 and 1.
6 and 1.
It looks like
A capital I.
Yeah, I got the
Does it still look like a capital I?
A.
Yes. All right, how many?
6. 7. 5.
How do you see 5, Shane?
2 on this side and 3 going down diagonal.
Oh, he sees 2 and 3 going diagonal. Thumbs up if you agree with Shane. Me too. All right, how many?
6. 6. 5 and 5.
Yes.
It's like a domino.
It is like the dominoes.
4. 8. 8. It's 5 and 5. 8. So just like squished in the middle.
Oh, I heard a couple of different answers. All right, let's check it again, and then we're going to have to prove it. I heard some 7s, and I heard some 8s. Are you ready to prove your answer?
Yeah, it's probably 5.
Okay. We're not going to count every single square. We're supersizing. So tell me how you see it.
3 and
3 and 3. What is 3 and 3? 6, 7, 8. Oh, if you said 7, what mistake did you make? All right, Adarian explained it. Yes, thank you. How many?
8.
8.
9.
Yes.
Because the square is
The square is complete.
And next time, 7. 6.
This time. Let's raise our hands, please.
20. 3 sides and 1 more in the middle.
What do you mean by 3 sides and 1 more in the middle? 3. Is that 3 sides?
4 and 4.
There we go. All right, so it's actually, this is a perfect square, isn't it?
4.
We can tell it. Where do you see 4, Priscilla? 3, 3, 3. Oh, okay. Priscilla's seeing 4 plus 3 plus 2. Okay. Okay, or 5 and 4, yes.
Looks like
All right, one more.
2.
Oh, that was an easy one to land on. All right, so today one of the spinners that you can choose from will just be subitizing dots. When we subitize, we see it and say it. You don't have to count all of the little dots, okay?
I think I'm
Yes. Yes, you probably are remembering. Let's see, another way I made a spinner is with the tens frame, since we do a lot of tens frames. How many?
9.
How do you know it's 9 so quickly on the tens frame, LJ?
Because there's 5 at the top and 4 at the bottom.
Yes, and
Not
5.
one more.
There's not one more. 1 is empty. It's 1 less than being 10, and 1 less. That's right. Okay. Oh,
0.
how many?
2.
All right, fingers in the air. Make a candy cane and then a shoe. That's the way to make a 2. How many?
1.
Go straight down and then you're done. That's the way to make a
1. 2 is almost like 10.
10. Oh, what digits do we use to make a 10?
5 and 5.
Those are add-in pairs. When you want to write the numeral 10, a 1 and a 0. And Hank, where are we going to start our 0?
To the top and then go down.
Do you promise? Do you pinky promise you're going to start at the top of that 0?
You start at the top, then you go all the way down and
Yes.
stop where you started.
That's right. Make sure you stop right at that same place where you started, and it better be at the top. How many?
3.
This is a 3. Get your fingers ready in the air. Go around the tree and around the tree. That's the way to make a 3.
4.
Oh, I need to shuffle these. Let's see. How about this one?
You can't show 7.
7. How did you see 7, Ava?
I saw 5 and 2 at the bottom.
Very good. 5 and 2 more. Now, do we have to count every dot on the 10 Now, if for some reason you're stuck or if you're new, you can slap at the top and say how many? 5, 6, 7. And that strategy is called counting up. There you go. All right, we'll skip the teens for now. We'll come back and do those. Oh, tell me when the top row is full. Yes. Okay. Let's make the motions for the 5 fingers in the air. Short neck, belly back, Mr. 5 wears a hat. We're practicing the poems again. We haven't done those in a long time because today you're going to have to practice writing your numbers so neatly and beautifully. And we can always practice that. All right, so you will get a spinner. You've got the subitizing dots as a choice. I broke this one into colors, so it's like add-in pairs. Or I just have the plain black dots, but they're okay too. They're just like your dominoes or things like that. They're the same thing, yes. The point is, are you going to be counting all these tiny little dots? Yes, please. We'll practice the counting activity later on. Okay, so we have these as a choice, and then I also got out the tens frames spinners, so you can use these also. Then, as a bonus, I have the number words. For you guys who love to read words, okay? They're all played the same way. When we use a spinner, raise your hand and tell me what other tools we use with spinners. Carrie? A pencil. That's going to hold it in place. And a paper clip. All right, so the directions are going to be this. First, you choose one spinner. You're going to practice with one spinner for a while. Then you'll get your paper clip out of the center, your pencil ready, and you will start spinning. And you'll either read the word or subitize the numbers. Now, when you get your number, all you have to do, and this is going to seem easy at first, is you just trace the number that you spin. Do you remember at the beginning of the year when we had to do a lot of this? Yes. And just think about the kindergartners that are coming next year, they're probably not going to know how to write their numbers, just like you did it. And so they're going to need this practice too. So maybe this video will help them, okay? So, whatever you spin, find that number and trace it.
Trace it perfect.
Yes, trace it perfectly. You can practice the poem also. We are going to do this, okay? Now, it doesn't matter if you trace it on the first line, the second line, or the third line, okay? Because you might spin the same number a couple of times. What do I mean by you might spin the same number a couple of times? Shane, thank you.
If you mentioned the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 9.
Okay, so you might spin the 3 2 times in a row, and that's okay. Trace this one here, and then maybe you want to trace this one down. Okay? So we're going to practice this way for just a few minutes, and then I'll stop you and we'll try it a different way. Okay? But we're going to show how to practice this math workshop game. Yellow table. Watch the video stand and go get your tools for your spinners and your pencils ready. Priscilla, will you pass out work mats to the yellow table? Thank you. Shane, don't forget your spinner, hon. Red table, be very careful walking by this stand. Go get your clips and your pencils. I was passing out work mats and my blue table. You're passing out work mats. When you have your clip, come choose which spinner you would like to practice with for this whole round. We're not going to switch until we change.
Oh, yeah, I can see what? I can see everybody. Where is it? No, you have to get in the back of that.
Your spinner is not ready. What do you need to do to solve that problem?
Count them and then do the number on here.
Is that what we talked about?
If you finish all of it, can you get a new one?
You won't. I'm not going to give you that long. We're just going to practice this way just a minute, just to show how we do it.
Hello. Ow. 1, 3.
All right. Who's spinning at this table?
I just spin
And what did you spin, LJ?
8.
An 8. Make an S, but don't wait.
Come back up and make it 8.
Thank you. Good reading, Priscilla. I like the way you chose the words.
I got it from
How do you know?
1. Just make it. Down in the middle.
And you can see it
What
good.
is this in the
Good
middle?
job.
5.
Yes, you may.
7. 4. Make a line 5.
Yes, sir. Now trace it.
I'm trying to get my pencil.
Let's use this one that's out. Thank you.
It was 3. I got 5. I said 1. It was 3. 6.
Now, some of our new friends, Angelia. Let's see if I can. You can spin. All right. Do you know how many this is?
8.
Okay. So go ahead. Oh, we don't have a 10. Spin again.
Yes, but don't wait. Come back up and make it 8.
Okay. And this time, how many?
4.
Okay. If you're not sure, you can see what you know, 2, and then count on 3, 4. You can do a counting on strategy.
I didn't want to pass him right behind her, could you?
She picked up. I want to pick the hard.
Yes, Tristan. What could it be?
9. 3.
Is it a long E?
7, 8, 9. 0. 9, 9, 9, 1. I know what it is.
Oh, did you get any recipe?
Come back and make a 9. Oh, 1. Make a 9. That's it. Bacon. What's that? I know. Mrs. Almond, the
One is diagonal?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it isn't straight this time. I'm sorry.
I just have a 10. I'm going to get 7.
Hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
So your tools are down and your eyes are up here. Now as you spin, since we're still just practicing how we would have learned this at the beginning of the year, I'm going to give some of you a cup, a counting cup, and you may go get a scoop of the dots out and come back and build a model of the number that you have spun, okay? So let's pretend I spin a 7 and you have a counting cup. Go get a scoop of dots, come back and show me how many.
7.
7, and you'll practice counting 7.
And then you can write on your paper.
Then you may, yes. So let's see who's being good workers. And I'll add a counting cup, and you'll have an extra thing to do.
8.
You're getting lots of 7s and 5s.
Make
That's
it.
right.
Make it but don't wait. Come back up and make an 8. 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make a candy cane. Then a shoe. 0. I did mine. 10. Make 5. I got 10. Make a neck. Make a belly. Then 5.
Spin again.
4, 5, 6. 3. I did all my 5, 6, 9. Make an oval, then a 6. Make another 10.
I guess they were a little bit crooked when they printed this one. What number did you build?
Make a straight stick and then make a belly. Oh, 5 and again, how is it? 9 and 5.
Macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze!
Now, turn your work mats over, and this is an additional challenge.
Yay!
This one you must fill the line with no help. But clearly, just like a number line, this one would begin with what number? 0. Now, don't write a 0. Not unless you spin a 0. So you have to try to figure out where your number belongs. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Spin.
I got 9. I got 8. Mississippi.
So where would a 4 go?
Mississippi. 5. 9. 0. 1, 2, 5, 4, 5. And I got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is on it. You know how I did it? I like 1, 2, 3. There is no 0 on the spinner. 4, 5.
Very good. Okay, that's the way to do it.
0 on the spinner.
It's okay, just leave it.
6. 5, 6, 9. 8.
Then you can go down to another line. You've got lots of lines.
0, 1, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's no 10 here, so it's just no, she said leave the 0 alone. 10. Wait, what? More 10. This is 10. We have drawn up. 10. Look, I can't
Do one favor. Move this one down to your next line because otherwise, what number does that look like?
11.
Yeah, it looks like you made an 11.
I have to put 10 down here. I was just making sure I put it in the right place. 5.
Okay, more spinning. That's dotted. Yes, baby, you need to keep spinning.
11.
Feel that line. Yeah.
5, 6, 7,
What do you need?
7, 10, 7, 11, 2,
6.
where's 10?
Oh, you see the
10's
problem?
right here. 10's right here.
How can you fix that
No,
problem?
you can't tell her.
Which one
She
do
has
you
to
want
go.
to erase the whole number line? Nope, that's right.
No, that is no well. There's no 10. 10 goes hill. 10 goes hill. 10 goes hill. 10 goes hill. Don't tell her. No, there's no 10 in South Carolina. Wow. Nice.
You're getting close. What do you need? You need some look over here?
9, 6, 7.
What do you need to make a complete line? What numeral is missing? How did you know 8 without counting?
Again.
Tell me how. I don't think you counted the whole thing. Did you look at just one number and see what came after? That was
I got the
it
10.
was so fast.
7.
You do? If that's where the 9 goes.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Good counting on strategy, Angelia. You're new at this, so that's awesome that you're already picking up on it.
There's no 10. 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's supposed to be 6. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then 5 right there. Moment, I did all right here. I did all right. Simon, where does the 10 go? 10? Where does the 10 go? Right here?
Where would a 10 go?
Count it like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Oh, it's 9. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is it 10 right before 1 when you count?
1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So where should you put a 10?
Whew, no one. Okay, I was
Solve the problem in a logical place. All right, hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
You are just going to trade spinners with someone at the table who has a different type of spinner than you. So you can practice a different way.
You.
All right, continue on. Trade yours with one on the floor then, since there wasn't an extra one to trade with here.
Wait, I can make a second one. I can make it this one. There's no zero.
Hey, do it the right way. Do we ever flop it down? Come back and do it the right way, please. Spin over, chin up, and then take it back to your seat.
So I'm going to need an extra box.
That was a good way to solve a problem. Let's see. What are some numbers that are missing right here?
You don't have to do it in order.
That's true, but what do you need to fill that line?
I need 5 and 6.
All right, what's a 5 when you're
It's going to look like it's going to look like 5 and 0.
Okay. Let's give it some